very
just,
cringy.
in my opinion, icky.
Yeah, I agree.
And like there could be a guy, he could be great and good looking.
He's a 10, but he wears skinny jeans.
But he wears skinny jeans. That's a 3.
Easily.
That's a 3.
Easily. Hey guys, welcome back to Candid Cloud Convos.
We are your hosts, Gina and Emelita.
We're
and
back,
it's
baby.
episode 52. 2 of the new season.
Season 3. Woo,
Yeah.
woo, 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 woo.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
We're going.
That's as deep as I can get my voice to go.
I don't even want to try it because I'm still getting over my cough and stuff.
You go hella low.
It'll probably crack or something so bad.
All of a sudden, you're like hella deep down in there.
Right, and you're like, who are you?
Oh my God.
Emelita, are you still there?
Emilio? Is that you?
My twin brother.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Well, we're back this week, guys. We have a lot of chisme. We have some funny content coming to y'all today. Hopefully. we haven't fully gone over everything, so hopefully it comes out the way that we plan it to be. But regardless, you came for the energy, so that's what we're gonna give you. Starting with, I just want to get this out the way. Okay. I have a safety tip for us all, especially after last week we were talking about safety and being aware of our surroundings. So I seen this thing on Pinterest and I felt like deep down in my soul I had to share, because if I didn't and then something happened to one of y'all, I would feel so bad that I knew this information. You know what I mean?
It would have been all your fault.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
That's all I'm saying. So it says PSA. Okay. If you are
Got it. Okay.
I'm just making sure we're on the same page here.
If I would have been lost at this point, we might as well have ended the episode right here.
We shouldn't have a podcast.
Yeah.
Our attention spans are too short. Okay. So if you ever get lost while hiking, get stranded with a broken down car, etc., one of them situations, you notice your cell phone is either on low signal or low on juice, which they mean battery. Here's the safety tip that very well may save your life.
Okay.
Change the voicemail on your phone to a message that gives your approximate location, the time, the date, your situation, lost, out of gas, car broken down, injured, etc., and any special instructions such as you are staying with the car, you are walking toward a town, etc. Don't walk toward a town. Just don't do that. Just forget that part. Don't do that. At least not by yourself. The best part of this is that even if your cell phone dies or stops working, voicemail still works. So anyone who calls your phone will hear the message and know how to send help.
That is such a freaking smart tip. That I've never heard. Yeah, I've never heard anyone say that, but that's such a good idea.
About that.
That's so cool. That is an amazing tip. Everyone me and everyone comment down and say thanks, Emily, for saving my life.
Boom. You're welcome in advance. I'm just kidding. I hope that never happens to any of us. I hope we never ever have to use it. But if you do,
that makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
Gina, do you want to tell us about the Jonah Hill doc?
I do. Okay, so we literally just watched this last night. Super random. I was just looking for something to watch and I got like maybe 5-6 minutes into it, and Elsie was on his computer, but he was like kind of hearing like little things that they were saying, and I was like, you know what? I was like, this is something we need to see together, because it was 6 minutes in and Home Skillet was like just laying out a lot of information, but pretty much the Jonah Hill doc is him. It's more about his therapist than it is necessarily him, but it's really just saying like what he called tools to help you get through life or better your life or look at things a certain way to help you manage. And it was so cool. It was good. It was really good. Like, and this came out in 2022, so last year, and I had heard good things about it. And I, for some reason, just I was like, okay, cool, you know, and didn't watch
I
it.
thought about it.
Yeah, but it's so good. And we were just talking about, you know, therapy and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
And this therapist, like, he's above and beyond home. He knows what he's talking about. He knows what he's doing. And this is the kind of therapist that I need to find for
You're
myself.
manifesting it.
Literally, if I was like, whoa, like this is perfect, because
whoa.
yeah, I was like, and he kind of even says, you know, like, for the most part, therapists like want to go about it a certain way, but he didn't go about it that way. And he really kind of like made it his life thing to make sure that people weren't leaving his office with nothing. He's like, obviously you can't change everything like in a week or anything like that. Like that's impossible.
You have to put the work
but
in.
Yeah, he's like, but at least I know that you're not leaving here feeling the exact same way that you came in. Right. Like I can at least give you some sense of hope and something to do. Yeah. And he's very straightforward. And I think I really respond to that tough kind of yeah. So he was very straightforward in the things he says, but I definitely really recommend it if you guys haven't seen it. It's so good.
What was something that like stood out to you the most, or like one of the things? You don't have to like
yeah, there's a lot, like literally 12 minutes in, and it's felt like I had seen the whole hour something long of how much information he was giving. But and it's, we even said, we're like, we probably have to watch this a couple times to really soak in everything. But one of the things that was really cool, yeah, no, literally,
yeah,
he also makes little flashcards, and the concepts that he's saying, he does it in images to kind of help people understand it. And one of the one was a pyramid, which I forgot what he called it, but it's pretty much like what you need to do. Doesn't matter what problem you're going through, like whatever you're going through that's outside, but first you need to focus on yourself to be able to even be able to work through those problems.
Right.
But he put it in a pyramid, and so the 3 tiers, the bottom one being body, and he said that 85% of the like pent up, I guess, emotions we hold in our body is from not exercising. 85% of that, which is insane. He goes, people don't normally like, you know, connect the two when it comes to your mental health always. Yeah. But he says it's crucial.
Right.
So he says almost like a lot of the people that he meets with, they don't exercise, and that when he tells them, you know, try to start implementing it into your routine, your daily routine, it makes a huge difference. So bottom one being body. Though,
like people saying, oh, once I got into a workout routine, like I almost felt like off when I didn't go.
Yeah, you know? I need to get there, but which again, you know, progress. Well,
but yeah, that does make a lot of sense.
Yeah, so 85, it takes 85% of that, which is huge.
Yeah.
And then the second one being people, so your connections with people, and that means you taking the initiative to like build, obviously with people that deserve it and not just like anybody, but making sure you're taking that initiative to have those your connections with those people. Yeah. And then the top one then being yourself. And how like you view yourself and whatever, but like those bottom ones first. But the most important obviously is how you view yourself and like what you want to
take care of yourself. Like
but there's so many, like that's literally barely scratching the surface. He says so many really interesting ideas and perspectives about it. And oh, one more thing,
some hot takes.
Okay, for real, no, for real, I'll put it after this one. But another one he was saying is there's 3 constants like in life, for everyone's life, everyone goes through it, there's no way to like avoid it. Is pain, uncertainty, and constant work. He says those are, everyone's going to go through that constantly in life, but it's the constant work that it's going to get you through it. And just so much. Oh, it's so good. I really
I'll really definitely have to watch it, and then maybe we can do like our favorite like tips from the dog. Ooh,
yeah, I'm excited. It's on Hulu, right? Have to. On Netflix.
Oh, Netflix. Okay.
Yeah, it's called
I don't have Hulu.
Perfect. Exactly. God knew what he was doing. But it's called Stutz. I think Stutz. But you could probably I just looked up doc, and because I was just looking for a documentary to put on, and then I was like, oh, okay, I'll put this one on. But yeah, it's called Stutz.
Okay. I'm excited. Okay, I had something I wanted to talk about.
Okay.
It's crazy.
Crazy.
Mind-boggling. Okay. So I seen on Twitter that there's an AI bot named Chat GPT. And this breezy passes the US medical exam, license exam, okay, as well as the law exam and the business exams, and is technically licensed in all those fields.
So we're fucked.
Pretty much. And going off of that, I literally just a few minutes ago was watching a stream, and they were talking about how they have just released the first ever robot strippers.
What?
Robot strippers at the strip club. Could you imagine going to throw some dollar bills and it's like, dunk?
She goes to bounce her butt on you and it's just like, bah, bah, bah.
That, how would that work exactly?
What
how
if
is it gonna
malfunctions?
stay on the pole? Like, that's no great.
It's a magnet. Dude, it just starts climbing the ceiling.
Work. That would work.
Dude, I'm dead. That's hella
as soon
funny.
as it tries to go walking by the pole, it's just
Error.
how does that? What?
That's hecka funny. Why is that one of the, I mean, I'm not one of the first, because I'm sure they have a bunch of other stuff, but like, why is that a necessity that they use?
Because
I
they
don't know
want
how
to have
much
to
money.
pay girls,
So what are they?
or like have, but wait, hold on, wait a minute.
Rewind.
The girls actually have to pay the club a percentage or whatever. They pay their house fees or whatever. So in that case, they're just scamming, because if they buy a robot, they don't have to, they get all the money off the stage.
Yeah, but also, like, there's just so many things wrong with it. But you know, what's getting someone excited about seeing a robot sexy dance? You know what I'm saying? Like, are they making the robot with like a BBL? Like, I'm confused.
Oh, big old yitties.
Yeah.
They're all pointing like in that one cartoon.
She's like, it's cold in here. Dude, this is so
God,
twisted.
Gina, I'm gonna start crying. Stop it.
They go from building an AI that can pass medical and business
surgery
to a stripper.
Priorities. That's all I'm saying.
They're somewhere.
No, but I wanted to ask your opinion on this, because we always talk about how we're real scared of these robots, okay?
Yeah.
And that's still the same. I still feel exactly the same, no matter if it's a stripper or whatever. But I seen that, I think it was in Korea, if I'm not mistaken. I'll try to find it again, and then maybe I can correct myself on the screen just in case. But in one of the countries in Asia, they are hiring people who are paralyzed, like fully paralyzed, and they're like bedridden pretty much. They're hiring them to like play a video game type and control the robot, but the robot is an actual waiter at a restaurant, so they can still make an income, but they don't have to be there. So I was like, that's kind of cool.
That's really
like
cool.
A good spin on the whole robot thing.
See, you know? I like it if I don't mind it if someone's controlling the robot, but when the robot can make its own decisions and thought, like have a, you know, critical thinking type thing,
we have a problem.
That's what freaks me out.
Yeah.
So that part, that's really cool.
And I was like, awesome. For the betterment of human, you know,
people with like disabilities, and they can still be independent and make their own money.
Exactly. I think that's really cool.
Yeah, that's awesome. But let's keep it there.
Right.
I guess we're past that point, but we should have kept it there. Yeah.
Let's do no more. Did you see the police dog robots?
No.
Baby, I saw something. I don't know if this is true or not, but apparently it can shoot.
It's like, is that the one that shot the guy? Oh, wait, no, that was a real dog.
I don't know. I don't want to spread rumors.
No, there was a dog that shot a guy, like on accident, quote unquote. I swear.
A dog pulled the trigger?
Yeah.
Wow.
I swear.
No, I believe you.
I'm just trying to think of, I think he was in the car. I don't know how it happened.
Oh,
but something happened. Yeah. Yeah.
Man's best friend, huh?
was good. That was good.
Oh my gosh. Speaking of friends, I seen that this 15-year-old boy was playing hide and seek with his friends, and he was found in another country 6 days later.
Who found him?
You want to read it?
Yeah.
So basically there was a teen from Bangladesh that was playing with friends in the port city of Chittagong, I believe, on January 11th when he hid inside the container, a shipping container, and he fell asleep. And then apparently the container was then loaded on a commercial ship headed to Malaysia, where the boy was discovered in Westport 6 days later on January 17th. Let's see here. Yeah, he was like starved, dehydrated, and there was a Reddit video showing him like after the or showing the shipping container and like the conditions of it. But yeah, he had traveled roughly 2,300 miles.
Damn.
Yeah, so
they're like, you don't have a passport, you can't go back.
Containers who found him at the port.
He didn't like try screaming or nothing once he woke up inside at all, and no one heard him.
I have no idea, but apparently he is now recovering in a nearby, or at the time, he was recovering in a nearby hospital and is being closely monitored.
Okay, good.
So
well, I'm glad he survived.
Right. That's a long time.
Yeah.
A long
Imagine
time.
his like family who's like, dude, where?
You better pop an air tag on that boy real quick.
For real.
I'm just saying. For real. That's all I'm saying.
At this point, like hide and seek is getting pretty extreme.
Yeah.
That's
doing too much, I think.
It's a little too much for me.
We've crossed the line. We've crossed borders. We've crossed the seas.
Oceans.
We need to stop.
Dude, that's imagine how happy the family must have been though.
Would have done.
No. What would you even think? Like, would you think you got kidnapped or
immediately? Like my mind, immediately.
God, immediately. What's happening?
But I feel bad because, like, what if his family doesn't have money to transport him back or like to go to the hospital to go visit him and stuff?
He's like, so when's the next shipping gonna take off? I'll just hop back on that one.
Right. This one with an air hole, please.
And give me some snacks.
Right. And a toilet.
And some water.
Right.
Dude, that's
and a
crazy.
Book.
I'd be like, you guys at least owe me that because you didn't do a proper inspection before you left.
Exactly. I mean, I don't think they're supposed to have to open all the containers.
But how did he even get in there?
That's a good idea.
You know, should have been secured better.
He shouldn't have been there. Probably.
I know. I'm just blaming the shipping people. Trying to get him a ride back home.
He's a kid. I get it. You know?
Yeah.
That was a good hiding spot.
He'll never do that again.
He ultimately won hide and seek forever. Like, he can never play it again because
he won hide and seek, but he lost. He lost precious. Time. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Almost his life.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Wow. Was it worth it? I don't think so.
No.
But he can say that he has been to that country before.
True.
Probably didn't see much of it though.
The hospital.
Oh my God, imagine how I'm sorry. I'm just thinking how nauseous you must be being in a shipping container, not being able to get fresh air and having to sit there for 6 days on the sea.
Well, imagine if he threw up. He has to sit there and smell it.
And it's probably rocky and like
the whole. Ooh. I'd be Spider-Manning it up, like trying not to get it to touch my freaking toes,
like we did in the alleyway.
Yeah.
Monica was really good though. I was like,
really good.
Wow, girl.
She's always been such a good climber.
Yeah. She's always been such a good climber.
She really has. Monkey bars, you know.
Trees.
I aspired to be there.
Right. We'll get there.
Yeah.
So I didn't think of any red flags. I just thought of some icks.
Yeah. I have an ick that I put possible red flag, but
depending on the person.
Yeah, but that was it. I didn't actually write red flags.
That was ick. Ooh, I'm on a roll tonight, baby. All right. Y'all seen the title. We're doing our icks. We're doing icks.
Ugh.
Yuck.
Yeah.
There was well, everyone knows this is going viral right now. They're with the voice changer on TikTok,
Yeah.
and they
Yeah.
do the icks about each other. So we've been seeing them, and we thought we should do that. But we only come we only came up with one for each other.
I want you to go first. I want to hear yours so bad.
You already know what my ick about you is, but I'll say it again for the people who don't.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. And this is how I wrote it in my notes, okay? We will be having a full-on back and forth text conversation. And homegirl just goes ghost. And replies 4 days later. No, not 4 days, but like maybe like 2, 3.
No. Next day.
Okay. 1 to 2 business days. But I know at the end of the day, if I was to call her and be like, I need you, she would answer.
Sweet girl, I need you.
Sweet baby. But she would definitely be there. Period.
Yeah.
And that's why it's an ick and not a red flag. Like, you know?
Yeah. That's a valid one. It's valid. I can't
Can't argue that.
No, I can't.
Furthermore, no, I'm just kidding.
My ick about you.
Your giggle was so cute. That was an ick. That was cute.
Is that you don't like chamoy. That's my ick. And it's my goal to get her to like chamoy because I feel like it's something you would really like.
You want me to make it worse for you?
You don't like tajin either.
Yeah.
And that's even ickier.
Ickier.
Like it's everything she likes. And that's the crazy part to me is that like she likes sour and like it's and salty. So I don't know.
But I do like sweet more than salty.
But you usually eat it with something sweet. And like that saltiness brings out the sweet of whatever it is.
But that's the same thing as like people, my grandma and stuff, they would put salt on watermelon and they were like, no, it just tastes good. And I would be like, I don't like it.
But it's not but tajin or chamoy is not as salty like that. Yeah. You know?
Well,
and you like
could try
and all that stuff.
You could try.
Yeah, I'm gonna get her to
get it for yourself, and then I'll eat some of it because I don't want to waste it. And then maybe little by little.
Yeah, we're gonna get there.
We'll get there.
One of these podcasts.
I'm definitely open to it.
Yeah,
absolutely.
But as of right now,
sign me up, coach. Okay, I have an ick about both of us, and it's a memory ick, so I don't know if that counts. But
okay, I'm gonna say it counts.
It's really gonna trigger you right now.
Okay.
Okay. Let me set the scene. And I even put, can a memory be an ick? Question mark, exclamation point.
Definitely.
Okay.
Cringy? Yeah.
Okay. Because this is like top 5. At least top. Okay. No, maybe top 3. Okay.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Because when we were in middle school, and you know I'm going with this as soon as I sing this. Okay, when I say the next part, wearing our hair scrunched, frizzy as hell scrunched, okay? And I have very curly hair. Gina has wavy hair, so you get the vibe. But then it's not over. It's not bad enough that it was just frizzy as all hell. We would then straighten our bangs pin straight. And most of the time, I'm not gonna lie to you. Exactly. Most of the time, I'm not gonna lie to you, I would straighten them wet because my hair would be wet from scrunching.
Yeah. And then you know, in my head, me throwing on a colored headband that matched my colored spaghetti, like
the layers underneath.
Yeah, one of the layers.
One of them. The really pop of color.
Pieced it together.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And if you changed your shoelaces too, girl.
Your belt.
It was
the belt with the.
It was a whole look.
Just that metal rectangle.
Yeah.
It was game over. It was I had almost every color in those belts,
dude. Oh my god.
And almost every color of tank tops, and then like a few white or black V-necks so that you could see the tank top on the top and on the bottom.
It was a whole look.
Yeah.
We thought we were freaking
Fly.
We
Ooh.
we were eating.
Yeah. Leaving no crumbs, nothing. We swore.
No.
And then I
At the
would put my hair in a
buffet.
bun after scrunching it to try
Me
to get
too.
it to really hold.
Yeah.
Take it off. Let
Even
it do
worse.
its thing for like a good 20 minutes before it poofed up, and then I wrap it back up in a bun because it didn't look good anymore.
it didn't look good. Not enough gel in the world.
But then also sometimes wrapping it in the bun, I had to be really careful because then other times my hair would come out looking like chicken feet, and like the ends would be yeah. Yep. Yeah.
Because they were dead.
Because they were extremely.
We would not cut our hair.
No. And I cut my own bangs, so that was a whole nother thing.
I did as well. And then I made my sister fix them, and they got even shorter.
That's a good ick.
Because Homegirl has straight hair, and I have very, very, very curly hair. So when she cut my bangs even shorter,
yeah,
I had to straighten them
every day.
Yeah, every single day.
At least the curl pattern came back.
And yes, kind of, but I feel like it definitely could be curlier if I work toward it.
Like train it again.
Because if I like slick it back, it will
curl up.
It will not curl up. No.
Oh, like it'll stay.
Yeah, which is good. Okay. But then when I have my hair curly, I feel like I could tell the difference between the hair because I used to straighten a lot, and these little like sideburn baby hairs, I have them tucked in right now, but you know, the ones that you pull out, they get very straight for no reason. But they sometimes do curl if I like actually wet it, because a lot of the times I forget to put something right there when I'm doing my hair curly.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah,
that was a good ick because that was deep rooted.
Right, I had to get it off my chest. That's all. That was my therapy
relief. Yeah. All right. So now just icks in general.
Yes.
Okay. This one, my first one, is the one that I feel like can also be a possible red flag, depending on how you feel about it, on how the person feels about it.
Who it is.
To me, red flag.
Okay.
And ick. But someone who's
I definitely think it could be both.
A dog person.
Oh, that is an absolute red flag. Red flag with flashing lights and sparkles.
Like, what do you mean you're not a dog person? There's literally personalities. Dogs have so many different personalities for everybody.
Right. Exactly.
How can you not like a dog?
It's
I remember
hearing,
for real, if a dog doesn't like you, or if dogs don't like you, that's telling you something.
And I be watching. I be watching who my dogs don't like,
because they know.
Let me tell you, they know the vibes.
Yeah,
they surely know the vibes.
So maybe it's not that you're not a dog person. Maybe you just, dogs don't like you, and so you're gonna try to flip the script and say you don't like them, but really it's that they don't like you,
and that's why you resent them.
Yeah, because they know, because you know they know.
Yeah. And you're probably a psychopath a little bit.
A lot of it.
That's really all I'm saying. You're a psychopath, and the dogs can sense that.
And it's icky.
It is icky. Very ick worthy.
Yeah.
Okay. This one is like, I don't know if it could technically be an ick, because when it happens to me, it just makes me cringe. So I think it's an ick.
Okay.
But it's not necessarily about someone.
Okay.
Wet socks.
Oh.
Ooh.
Yeah. That's a good one.
That'll get me.
Okay.
Every single time.
Okay. I have one that's like that.
Okay.
So it's not necessarily like anybody.
Yeah.
But when something gets under my nail.
Oh, when you're washing dishes.
Dude.
When the food gets
no.
Yeah.
And I can think of the exact moment that it stemmed from in junior high. And since then, it's lived with me. Yeah. Like anything that gets under my nails, I cannot.
It's uncomfortable. Or the dog hairs get under your nails. Bro. Oh.
Yeah, that's a good one. Oh, okay. This one is, it's specific to guys.
Okay, I have something like that too.
In terms of hair, a tail. If you have, I'm sorry, no offense. So, I mean, obviously, this has nothing to do with me and live your life, live your best life.
Right.
But if you have a random square on your head, I don't care where it's placed. It could be just in the back. It could be at the bottom. It could be on the side of your head. And I've seen that. So I'm not even making that up. That's
triangle,
real.
not even a square.
Anything. If you have one random little area of hair and that's it, that's icky to me.
Why are you holding on?
Right. It's like, why this one little piece?
Why did you grow your hair out? Just to be able to keep that one spot and then cut everything
when the spot is like this big.
Right.
Like, that's my thing. Like, if it's like a part, you know, I get that. But when it's this,
right,
just commit, you know? Like, just commit.
Okay. This one more so makes me mad. Okay. When people, like, let's just say you're at a store in the aisle, right? And people will purposely, like, they have to get something and you're blocking their way. They will, like, wedge themselves instead of just saying, excuse me. So I will stand there and be like, make it more difficult. Oh, you needed that? Oh, yeah. And so I was saying, that's so rude. And I just,
you know, that happened to me just recently with my sister.
Are you serious?
We were at Dollar Tree and this like older lady, and mind you, I have the utmost respect for my elders.
Right.
But think about this and the fact that I was standing somewhere in front of a shelf and the lady's literally like pushing me, trying to like scooting me out the way, trying to reach.
You're
and so I'm
lying.
like, so I stood there because I'm like, like you said, I will more than happily move out of the way for you. Yeah. I have no problem doing that. But you didn't even ask.
Right.
And you just like start trying to move me away. Like I'm not standing right here.
Exactly.
So I stayed there. Then finally the lady's like, oh, excuse me. And I'm like, oh, okay. And then I moved. And my sister was laughing at me afterwards because she was like, I seen that. And I'm like, so you seen she's just wasn't even going to acknowledge that a human is standing right here.
Sometimes I'll even be like, I'll be like, oh, excuse me. Like, and then they'll just look at me like I'm the one that's stupid. And I'm like
I wasn't the one here first.
I was not raised in a barn. Have manners. And I'm not just going to let you do that to me.
Self-love.
And that's on boundaries. Don't freaking touch me.
Okay. Ooh, okay. This one's a really icky. And it could also be a red flag, but definitely super, super icky for me is someone causing a scene in public. Especially over something small. Like if obviously if there's something crazy going on, I get that. 100%. But it's off little shit, little stuff. Like that is so icky to me.
You can just ask for it. Let's just say it's a restaurant. You can just ask for them to like remake it or whatever the case may be. Like they're gonna make it up to you. They're not just gonna leave you unhappy, but you don't have to be rude about it.
Exactly. Like when it's off jump, the way you approach them and you have hella attitude and stuff, like that is so embarrassing to me. If I'm with you and you're doing that, I get so embarrassed. Like
secondhand embarrassment because you also don't want to feel like those people think you're like that too.
Yeah. You know? Yeah.
And it's also like the entitlement. Like mine, the next one I had was like when someone thinks that they're better than other people.
That's a good ick.
And it kind of goes with yours too. Like someone who just walks in thinking like they're holier than thou. Like sit down right now.
That really gets me.
Check yourself before the universe does.
Check yourself before you wreck yourself.
Period.
Or the universe will do it for you.
Exactly.
Like you said.
That was my next one.
Okay. Let's see. Oh, okay. This is icky to me. Sorry to whoever does it. And sometimes I do it too, but I do catch myself. People who schmack really loud when they eat.
Schmack.
Yeah. Like that, I hear it.
Especially with their mouth open. Like,
yes. You know, like gum eating, like it just
does something.
It does something.
Yeah.
It's icky.
It is icky.
I don't like I know you're enjoying it and I'm very glad.
I'm happy for you. Yeah.
But I'm enjoying it too and I'm not doing that.
Right.
So if we can just have that mutual, you know, understanding that we don't do that.
Exactly. And going off of that, I love this We're just right now. When people spit when they're talking and it lands on you, you have no freaking choice but to just sit there because, like, if you touch it or something, that's gonna be so awkward. So you literally
like,
have to let
why is it awkward for me that you spit on me? Like,
you just carry a fan and you're like,
it is so embarrassing to wipe it off, but at the same time, it's so gross not to.
Because the whole time I'm no longer listening to whatever the hell you're telling me because I'm just thinking about the spit on my face.
Dude, it's so bad. But like, imagine it like goes in your eye, so you can't even like play it off because you like went like that.
Girl, I'd be like, oh, my contact.
Like, oh, something just went in my eye. I don't know what that was. The person's like, oh yeah, oh my god, me too. And they straight up seen it go in your eye.
And I feel bad because sometimes that's happened to me before where I accidentally spit. And then I'm like, oh, like, should I point it out and be like, I'm so sorry? Or do I just act like I didn't see it?
It's icky and cringy.
From both
ways.
Yeah.
Yeah, both ways. It's definitely embarrassing to spit when you talk. And like, yeah, that's a good one.
I come in peace.
That's so funny. That was a really good one. Okay, this is also towards guys.
You're laughing.
Skinny jeans on guys.
I have that on.
Do you?
I have the same one, but I put extremely skinny pants on guys because like extremely tight joggers too. I'm like, what are we doing?
It looks weird. Okay, I get that there's a certain like style
like the
that
alternative
goes with that. Yeah,
type,
or like what's it called? Oh my god, hipster or something like that too.
Mm-hmm.
Things like that. I think to me personally, I just don't like it.
Me.
So anyone can say whatever they want, but
we're not telling you how to live your life.
Yeah, it's just
cringy.
In my opinion, icky.
Yeah, I agree.
And like there could be a guy, he could be great and good looking.
He's a 10, but he wears skinny jeans.
But he wears skinny jeans. That's a 3.
Easily.
That's a 3.
Easily.
I wouldn't be able to not think about it.
Yeah. I have another apparel.
Okay.
Okay, and I don't mean slides when I say this, but socks with sandals.
Oh.
It just, I don't know. I don't know what it does. Yeah. It just,
yeah.
Especially on the beach. Like, what are you doing?
Take off your socks.
Please.
Take them off.
Please.
Because now you're also trapping sand inside your sock.
Let them piggies breathe.
Spread them out a little bit, you know? That's something else.
Spread them out. And imagine if their foot, like in between their toe, is like moist because it was freaking sweating, and then the sand gets in and starts chafing. Their toes all chafy.
I don't even have a foot thing. Like, feet don't bother me all that much, but that's freaking nasty. That's nasty.
Oh my god, I'm just imagining it.
Okay, my next one is, and obviously everybody gets this, but I just don't like if you're out with it.
Okay.
Eye boogies.
Ooh.
That's icky.
Yeah.
Because like,
yeah, it is.
You just like,
you just, you know.
Like you didn't look in the mirror. And if your friend
doesn't tell you you have one, fake as hell. Canceled.
Red flag.
Canceled.
They don't tell you that you have something in your teeth, you have something on your face,
right. You got
have eye boogies. Yeah.
Gotta go.
Yeah.
You're not invited anymore. Hey, Nasso. Okay, let's see. Okay, this one is about guys.
Okay.
When guys, and we're speaking very like binary terms, right?
Okay, yeah, right.
So when guys think it's like girly to take care of themselves, like hygiene wise, you know, you don't have to get a full-blown pedicure. I get it. If you don't want to do that, that's fine, but at least, like, you know, scrub your feet, you know.
Yeah.
get the dirt under your nails. Like that's
Yes.
not girly.
Yes.
That's just clean.
Cleanliness.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's my.
That's a really good one. That is a really freaking good one because there was I don't know where I seen it, if it was like some social media.
Yeah.
But they're saying how some guys they don't wash between their cheeks. And like they just let the water.
That's another one on here.
Dude. When I heard that, I was like
what? So they just quote unquote let the water run down instead of actually washing in there. So when people don't shower properly, that's an ick. That's a major
so it's
ick.
like, because that doesn't even make any sense to me.
That's a yeast infection.
For real, like when you poop,
right,
you're sitting on the toilet,
right, as one does,
as one you would hope normally does,
yeah,
right. What's the thought process on wiping? You know, because if you're not gonna wipe in the shower,
right,
are you fully wiping on the toilet?
I'm gonna guess no, and here's why. Because they don't even have the screw all the way tightened enough to know that water alone is not going to clean it. So toilet paper alone also not.
Ooh, also I have a good one with shower.
Okay.
I just thought of a good one with shower.
Okay.
If they have a 2-in-1 shampoo and conditioner,
or a 3 or 4 or 5-in-1.
Yeah, anything more than the one
body scrub.
Now tell me why you think that makes sense. For something to be able to wash your whole body, your face, and your hair,
your booty.
How does that work?
It's an exfoliator. It's a hair mask. It's all the things. It's toothpaste.
Girl, oh hell no. Oh hell no.
My God. Yeah, no. And also
anything more than the one.
I like having multiple products and being like, "Ooh, I get to use this," and and you just don't think farther. That you're like, "Oh, perfect."
See, I think it also plays into the fact that they don't want to do the process of fully cleaning themselves.
Right.
Like they're just like, "Oh, boom, I can do it one time and this is easy. I'm one and done." But like it's not supposed to be like that.
No.
It's really not.
I'm sorry to tell you. We're sorry to be the ones to report that. However,
actually, I'm very glad. I'm very glad because I don't want to smell your stench. Yeah. I don't want
body odor is another ick for me.
Yeah. Like you did some exercise. That's fine. Okay.
It's warranted.
But if just like on a daily basis, like you don't care about how like if you just don't care about how you smell.
Yeah, that's a problem.
And you have every means to take care of that and you don't.
Right. Exactly.
Then
respectfully, I have a problem now.
Distantly, you'll stay over there.
Okay, let's see. I know this is the same for both of us because we've talked about this before, but when someone goes to tell you something and they're like, "Oh, never mind."
Oof. That
if you really don't tell me. If you do not tell me right now,
why'd you bring it up?
My anxiety cannot handle that, number one. Me? And now I'm annoyed.
Don't say it then.
Exactly.
You shouldn't have brought it up at all.
Think what you're gonna say before you say it.
So now you need to tell me, because now I'm questioning what that was.
And when they just think of something to tell you real quick, you're like, I know that's not what you were gonna say. So let's be truthful here. Where's your integrity?
It's not that. Where's the respect?
Where's the respect? CCCT.
And then this is honestly my last one.
Mine too. And the 10-minute timer just went on. Girl,
perfect.
We're doing things over here.
Okay, my last one is constantly, like, everything you say is a complaint.
Yeah.
When everything you say, there's somebody in a work environment that is like that.
Ooh.
I'll literally be like, he'll complain about, oh my gosh, I need to do this and this and that and that. And I'm like, okay, well, you got it. You know, trying to be all positive and motivating. Yeah. he's like, don't say that because I still have to be here tomorrow at this time. And then this and this. And I'm like, after a while, I just got to the point where I'm like, he would say something and be like, that sucks. Because you don't want to hear a positive,
you want someone to pity you.
I mean, apparently, or I'm assuming because you have nothing else to say but complaints.
Yeah. And also, like, you can't be happy about not one thing in this moment. Let's do some reflection, please.
Please.
Let's do that. Okay, my last one here. Being rushed when getting ready.
Ooh.
Instantly will piss me off.
That's a different type of frustration.
Right. Because now I don't even want to go.
Yeah. And now I'm half ready. So it's like, am I just going to stop here? No. I'm going to finish. But it's like, do I have to rush?
Right.
Or am I still going to take my time?
Or am I going to pettily take my time?
What am I okay with the mood being off?
It's a mind game.
Yeah, that's a strong one.
Yeah. It could cross into a red flag if we really think about it.
Yeah. No, because it can definitely ruin the night.
Yeah.
If you're like, what, I'm having fun getting ready. I'm excited to go do whatever I'm about to do.
Exactly. My energy.
You rush me. Yeah. That was a beautiful one.
The girl you thought you were going on a date with, she's not showing up.
That ain't her. It will not be her.
And you better get me dessert too, because I deserve it. Oh my goodness. That was actually so much freaking fun. And
that was really fun.
Part 2 immediately, because I think we could think of more now, knowing like what we'll accept as an ick,
Yeah.
I think it would.
Let us know if you want to hear a part 2.
We should do some on TikTok too.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
Okay.
But we have to delete the app, then re-download it in order to get the voice changer I've heard. So definitely do that if we save our drafts, if we don't care about losing them, because if you delete it, you lose your drafts.
Oh, because the data and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that. That was so much fun, honestly.
I really enjoyed it. I had myself a great old time here.
I think they'll be able to tell. We were laughing a lot.
Yeah. Hopefully you guys were too. But to end it on some wisdom for the week. Let go of the stories about yourself that still hold you down. You were that person at one time, but you've been growing, putting in the work, and maturing into someone brand new. Now is the time to release those self-limiting thoughts so you can thrive in your next chapter. Wow, that was sweet.
There was no author or person who said it or whatever. So
bye, Regina.
Shout out whomever said that.
Yeah.
And then lastly, because we're just on this little wave, I just wanted to bring up something, because last week we were talking about how we're breaking barriers with our people pleasing, and we're like really, really, really working on it this year. So I seen a tweet that said, the best part about being authentic is there is no image to maintain. So just be your damn self, guys.
And whoever doesn't like it, forget him.
Yeah, actually.
Because then if you're being your authentic self, the people who you want around will come around. Like, you'll attract the right people to you.
And they'll accept you. They'll love those things about you that other people think are flaws,
Yeah.
So just be you. Always be you. Be authentic. Because then people can't, if you know who you are truly, no one can really mess with you. I was gonna say F with you, but I caught myself.
So find yourself, be yourself, stay yourself, and stay tuned for next week's episode.
Bye.
Peace.